Okay, we're going to need some sort of power line crossing this river. Should take care of that. Yep. Alright, there we go, folks. And here we go. What's the desirability for agriculture? It's great. Where's our population? Of course, we're not going to have anything until the first ag pops up. Yeah. Come on. There we go, the first ag jobs. Just what we want. Of course, we are going to have to start zoning in some places. Oh god, what's going on? Oh my. Alright, here we go. So starting here, we are going to make our first, you might call it, village center in Castaway. Some nice little, okay, some nice little commercial buildings. We're zoning them medium, even though they're only going to be low density for now. It's alright. I'm quite okay with that. And these will be the foundational zones of our city. Arg. Stop being a... Oh. You are a potato skin. Just a little village center for the heroic city of Castaway. Oh man. By the way, if you don't like Tom Hanks, you're not invited to my SimCity episodes anymore. I'm sorry to say that. But that should be a moot point because everybody loves Tom Hanks. And we are actually going to park spam them just a little bit. Just a little. Just a touch. Alright. I still wonder how people get like this shit to work because like they're like, oh, you simply press tab or you press shift. Oh god, I'm tabbing out of my game. But see this shit? I want it to go up. Go up. Oh, what's going on here? It's going every which way but up. Oh god, I alt tabbed again. Oh man, I'm not having to. See? See? Ah, good enough. Alright. That's giving me the buggy no road warning again. Which we all know is silly. Everywhere has all the roads it will ever need. I just want to make this all these little nested little roads here. It's gonna be quite nice. Arrgh. Ah, okay. Well, we got that. Ooh. And see, once again, I can get it to go any which way but the way I want. Ugh. You just have to rotate it like... Oh, yeah, shut up. I've heard it enough times now. Oh, God. Oh, you're gonna make me cry. Why you wanna make me cry? What have I done to you, man? Hurting me so like you do? This might seem an odd way to go about, you know, designing an epic capital city, but when it's done, when the proverbial pudding is in the proverbial bag... I think that's how that expression goes. You'll see that I was right all along. Because I am right. There is a moral victory to be won here. Yes. As I am battling the armies of darkness led by none other than the Big D himself. That's right. Big D's leading the armies of hell, and I have to lead the armies of light. In the realm of SimCity. Take a look. Our city has 7 people right now. Imagine when this city becomes like the big, huge, glorious capital that it's going to be. To be like one of those 7 people and be like, there's 300,000 people here. Well, bitch, please. I was here when there were 7. I was one of the original 7, man. I lived in Tom Hanks before it was cool. I lived him back in the bachelor days, the bachelor party days. You see what I did there? Yeah, those things are going to go away eventually, but we are also going to away Apollo 13, which reminds me, in SimCity 3000, you could build a space shuttle. Well, you could build a launching facility at any rate, and that was badass. I don't believe you can do that in this game. You fucker. Oh god, what's going on? Alright, there we go. Oh, you... whatever. I'm having such a hard time with this. It's kind of comical. Oh, man. Now, what do you call a comedian who commits suicide by running into a fellow comedian with a car? A kamikaze. Oh, burn! That wasn't a burn, that was a pun. Doesn't matter. It still feels good when it comes out of your mouth. That's what she said. But, apart from all that, we are going to just, yeah, it's always kind of awkward to build with diagonal. But we are going to try it anyway. Most of the plots I have a diagonal road running through it. And probably at some point I'm going to be removing most, if not all, of these anyway. I mean, the majority of SimCity players out there, you know, the elitist faction of SimCity 4 players, headed by, of course, the Big D, who else, is all going to be like, oh, you're not planning out things exactly. You're only putting things down that you're going to demolish later. What a loser. And to that I respond, meh. Buh. Bleh. And they're like, is it all you can say? Did you fail school? And I say, no, I did not fail school. I passed so hard an integer overflow error happened, and I ended up breaking their systems, so they weren't able to tabulate my results. Yeah, that's my answer. My answer to that question. How are funds doing? We're getting there. We're getting close to breaking even. Alright. Little towns. Little towns is how we start. That sounds like a city simulation game for, like, preschoolers. Little towns. Hey, kids. Do you want to play Little Towns? I know you do. You can design your own little town with a little pool and a little house and a little bus stop and a little oil refinery. Yeah. They're all small because you're small. Oh, damn, those 7 people left. How sad. Now, to be fair, we are playing on, like, super slow mode, and nothing much is really happening. So, you know, we really can't be too, you know, stunned if nothing at all is happening in our city. We're gonna have to just wait a little bit for, you know, a couple turns to have turns. Am I playing a turn-based strategy game all of a sudden? Oh, God. Man. Do I have a clear presence of mind, or don't I, dogs? Yes, not only can I English well, I can also know what I'm playing well. You know, when you really think about it, that's the first step of being good at a video game, is knowing what game you're playing. Because let's say I was playing this, but I thought I was playing, I don't know, Skyrim. I would be, well, it's a bad analogy because I suck at Skyrim. I don't even know what people do in Skyrim. fuck. Okay, StarCraft. I'm playing StarCraft, and you know, I'm playing SimCity, and I think I'm playing StarCraft. So I'm like, oh god, gotta get my roach speed. Gotta get my what else is in there? Gotta get my baneling nest ready. Gotta drop some banelings. But if I started to do all that, I would flip out because like I couldn't find the menu. Like what happens if I press like, okay, you drone, here build a baneling nest? You know, like stuff happens. You know, I get bulldozer instead, and I don't even think baneling nest is B anyway. I kind of suck at StarCraft 2, but you know, whatever. Can't be good at everything. Sometimes you can't be good at anything, so you end up just talking a lot. That's my strategy. That's been my strategy since day one. Just talk and hope that you're funny. Am I funny? I don't think I'm funny, guys. Oh. I sound like a Smurf having an orgasm or something. I guess. I don't know. I think that show was on slightly before my time. Like, just slightly. Like, I might have been born a couple of years before. I might have seen it. But as it was, no, did not see it. We are getting close to cracking 0. Now, I didn't leave any space for Philadelphia. Oh well, we'll get back to that later. Catch me if you can. Finally, a city with straight-on stuffs. By which I, of course, mean, damn it, no. I'm going, oh my god. I'm having trouble putting things in the right spot. It's kind of sad. And I know this is supposed to be Catch Me If You Can, but I can't help it. Whenever I look at this and, whenever I look at those letters, I just ignore the IU and I see Cutie Mark Crusaders. You can't say you don't, too. And if you don't know what the Cutie Mark Crusaders are, you need to seriously rethink the priorities in your life, because I think they might be misguided. I mean, seriously, man, you gotta get some CMC up in this bizatch. That's how this works. If you don't, then you have failed at life. Oh god. Alright, here we go. The 5,000 bonus points to whoever can figure out what I'm singing, because I don't even know what I'm singing. No, that's a lie. I completely know what I'm singing, but you're not going to know, because my rendition was so terrible. It was kind of like diarrhea. But diarrhea can also be cleansing, too. It's medically not really proven. But trust me, I'm a doctor. We're just going to throw in some medium industry here, just to give these people somewhere to work. That's not necessarily the farms. Not everyone's cut out to be a farmer. I kind of wonder how that expression came about, you know, I'm not cut out for this or that or whatever. Because people generally, you know, we don't come in a catalog and somebody's like, oh, I need a farmer. So they take out their scissors and snip, 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 snip. There we go. I cut a farmer out of this catalog. It would kind of be cool, though. If you could cut people out of a catalog and then, like, you know, you'd have a freaking person. That would be cool. That would make cutting cool. Yes, I went there. Oh, God. I'm a horrible person. So horrible. Oh, man. We are going to do an industrial zigzag. That should be a dance, the industrial zigzag. And look at that. We have 882 people. Oh, and we get a mayor. Well, I'm going to live with the Cutie Mark Crusaders right over here. So, there's the mayor's house. This is probably going to be like a slum in the future or something. Who knows? But this is where the mayor is going to reside. Oh, 937 population. Now, 937 is a very lucky number, but I will never tell you why. Nope, never will. Never, ever, ever, ever. It's a prime number, but that's not the reason it's lucky. Good luck figuring it out, because it's actually pretty... I hate to use the word literally, but it's pretty much literally impossible. Oh, man. So, how you guys doing? Oh, I'm doing okay. Thanks for asking. So, any of you been watching the playoffs, the football playoffs? Because I actually haven't. Yeah, ever since my Eagles had a terrible season, that kind of put me off. I really haven't been paying that much attention to football. But, I don't know who to root for at this point, you know? It's like, my team's gone. What am I supposed to do? Root against the guys that you hate? Well, naturally, I should be rooting against the Redskins, but they lost first round. So, who else do I hate? Oh, no. I kind of feel indifferent about the rest of the guys. I usually have a strategy of picking whatever team comes from the northern cold states. I always root for them to win. So, pretty much it's down to the New England Patriots or the Baltimore Ravens. Because they're both from northern cities. Well, Baltimore can be considered a northern city, I guess, these days. I mean, it kind of is. I mean, you go through Baltimore, and it has row houses. Yeah, row houses, just like Philly, just like New York, just like any of the other major northern cities. So yeah, Baltimore is a northern city. And I've been in Baltimore when it's freaking cold as balls, too, in the winter, you know? It gets just as cold in Baltimore as it does in Philly or New York or any of those places. So, alright. But then again, the 49ers, I don't hate them either, so I might root for them. Not going to root for Atlanta. Not going to root for... Let's put a random tenement here. Not going to root for... What's the other bitches? Oh, the Houston Texans. I mean, I just can't root for somebody with that name anyway. I'm sorry for any Texans out there who might feel differently, but yeah, not rooting for you. Sorry. But we'll see what happens. I really don't know. I mean, I had a good time in Boston, so does that mean I should root for the New England Patriots? But then again, they've just been like jerks who steamroll everybody in previous years, which is kind of cool, but I mean, they just and yes, I did root for them against the Giants, of course, because, I'm an Eagles fan. So anyone who's up against the Giants, I'm going to root for. So, but I don't know. I don't know if I want to root for them. I really don't know. I don't know.